So everybody is talking about AI, right? But let's be real for a second. How many of us are actually getting real, tangible value out of it? There's this huge gap between the hype and the results. Well, in this explainer, we're going to give you the playbook to cross that gap, a clear, actionable way to find and scale high-impact AI use cases in pretty much any organization. Let's dive in. Here's our game plan. It's super straightforward. First, we'll talk about the massive opportunity and the problem with AI. Then we'll walk through a three-part playbook, finding where to start, learning the 6 core AI building blocks, and then prioritizing for the biggest impact. By the end, you're going to have a concrete action plan. Okay, let's start with this core tension that, honestly, everyone is feeling right now. On one hand, you have this massive, undeniable opportunity with AI. But on the other, almost nobody is capturing its full value. Our goal today is to solve that exact problem for you. To really get a sense of the scale here, just look at this number. 39% of US adults have used AI in just 2 years. I mean, think about that. The internet took so much longer to get that kind of adoption. This isn't just some passing trend, it's an absolute tidal wave. And this isn't just about cool tech, it's hitting the bottom line hard. The companies that are leading the pack with AI are already seeing 1.5 times faster revenue growth. That creates some serious urgency to get this right, you know? But here's the real kicker. For all that investment, for all the excitement, how many companies have truly cracked the code? Just 1%. One. That is the massive gap between the potential and the day-to-day reality that we're here to talk about. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question. How do you and your team get on the right side of that gap? Well, the answer lies in a really simple, repeatable playbook. Step 1 is all about focus. Please don't try to boil the ocean. Instead, the smart way to start is by looking for opportunities right in front of you, by focusing on the most common pain points in your team's daily work. I want you to think of AI as a kind of super assistant for your team. So where do you need that assistant the most? It almost always falls into one of these 3 buckets: that repetitive work that just drains your soul, skill gaps that create bottlenecks, or those moments of ambiguity where you're just staring at a blank page, not sure where to start. Let's dig into the most obvious one first. Every single job has them, right? Those tedious, manual, mind-numbing tasks, summarizing meeting notes, cleaning up data, answering the same 3 questions over and over, they absolutely kill productivity and morale. These are the perfect low-hanging fruit for AI to take over. I love this idea from Clairvaux at LaunchDarkly. It's so simple but brilliant. She calls it the anti-to-do list. Just pay attention to the tasks you hate doing, the ones that feel like a total waste of your time and talent. That list right there, that's your roadmap for high-impact automation. Okay, so once you know where to look for problems, you need a shared language to talk about how AI can actually help. This is the crucial step that moves you from just complaining about problems to actually building real solutions. The key concept here is something called a use case primitive. Now I know that sounds super technical and jargony, but just think of it like a Lego brick. Seriously, it's a basic, fundamental building block, a simple AI task that you can use to build almost anything in any department. And here's the cool part. It turns out that after looking at thousands and thousands of AI use cases, almost everything falls into one of these 6 primitives. This is your toolkit. If you can teach your teams to think in terms of these 6 building blocks, you basically unlock their ability to innovate everywhere. Just take content creation, for example. Before AI, writing a first draft and then tweaking it for different channels was this manual, painful grind that could take days. With AI, it's done in minutes. That's the kind of insane speed and efficiency gain we're talking about here. And listen, this isn't just theory. It gets real results. The life sciences company Promega used this exact primitive for their email campaigns. They saved 135 hours in just 6 months. And that's time they immediately put back into higher value strategic work. That's the whole point. So you've found the problems. You've given your team the language to solve them. The next thing that happens is you have a ton of ideas. The final step in our playbook is a super powerful tool to help you decide what to do first. Welcome to the impact/effort matrix. It looks simple, and it is, but the payoff is huge. For every single idea, you just ask 2 questions. 1, how much business value will this create? And 2, how much effort will it take to do? This instantly sorts all your projects into 4 very clear categories. Now, the key is to focus your energy where it matters most. And while those big, high ROI projects are really tempting, the magic, it actually starts in the top left corner, the quick wins. These high-impact, low-effort projects are amazing because they prove value fast and they build the momentum you need for everything else. All right, let's bring it all together. We've covered a good bit of ground, but it really boils down to a very clear, very simple action plan you can start using, well, today. Here it is, the entire playbook on one slide. It's this simple. First, find the pain points. Second, teach your teams the 6 building blocks for AI solutions. And third, prioritize your ideas to focus on those quick wins. Find, teach, prioritize. That's it. And you should know, this isn't just about small tweaks here and there. The long-term vision is so much bigger. I mean, look at what Moderna CEO is saying. They're looking at every single business process and rethinking it with AI. Once you master this playbook, that's where you can go too. And that's where true transformation happens. So let's just end with one simple question. Forget about boiling the ocean for now. What is this single quick win, the highest impact, lowest effort task that you can find on your team this week? Because finding that first win, that's the key to unlocking everything else.